excited you took the time to spend your Friday afternoon with us. This is a really exciting day for the department, and it's an exciting day, we think, for the College of Engineering as well. So as you can see, you're limited here in only being able to go into this space because the construction has actually already started. So behind me will be our new e-knowledge commons. This is a place where we hope will be a hub for our students to learn from one another, have access to technology, and actually to do presentations in terms of practicing for their design and so forth, for their design capstone projects. We're very excited to be able to offer this space to them. You know, we tell our students to work in teams, and then we don't provide any resources for them to work on these teams, in these teams. As a matter of fact, I've interviewed many students and said, where do you do your teamwork? And they seem to give me a common answer, and that is the basement of Irving's, the bagel shop, okay? Shame on us. I think we can do better than this, and I really hope that this new hub will provide those resources to our students. This is a project that's going to take place during the summer, and we hope by the end of the summer, like the time the fall semester starts, we'll be able to welcome our students into this new space. It's going to contain lots of places for the students to work together, tables, and a lot of high technology screens for people to be able to gather, for students to be able to gather around and work on their design projects together. It's going to have 5 small team rooms for students to work together in a small team. And if any of you have seen the Knowledge Commons in the Petit Library, we shamelessly stole many of their good ideas, and we shamelessly stole their name, but we added an E in front of it for engineering, yes. So we are very excited about this. We think it's going to build community in our department, and we hope it builds community within the college to allow people to come together and talk and have a place to really work together. First and foremost, I want to thank the faculty. You know, the faculty have had to make some sacrifices. They've had to move things, they've had to move the teaching lab, and they've had to move research labs. So I really want to thank the faculty. Second, I want to thank our staff. And Matt Zerfy and his team, Michael Cavanaugh, Brent Johnston, Matt Lindenberg, have all worked really hard to keep this project moving. And of course, I want to thank Kelly Caviston and Wayne Royer for planning this outstanding party. And so they've also done a tremendous amount today. Chris Hennessy has helped us greatly with the publicity of this event. And Susan Bona, raise your hand back there, very important, because she's helped us raise the money for this facility, and her job's not done, by the way. So, third, I really want to thank the sponsors, because of course we could not have done this project without the sponsors. So Phillips 66, Ford, Talon Energy, Bechtel, Exelon, and First Energy have all contributed. So the first 5 companies I mentioned actually bought a box, so to speak. They bought the small team conference rooms and are supporting those. And we're very, very excited and proud to have First Energy's name, which will appear in the entryway of the lobby. And so we're very proud to have them do a large sponsorship as well. The other 2 groups that I want to mention specifically who've been instrumental in helping us with the funding, the Penn State Mechanical Engineering Society and the Penn State Nuclear Engineering Society. These 2 groups have taken on the fundraising for the 2 computer rooms, and we're going to be very proud to, we're also renovating the computer rooms in the entryway, so it'll be more inviting and quite open. So it'll be the Penn State Mechanical Engineering Society computer room and the Penn State Nuclear Engineering computer room. So we're real excited about their help in all of this as well. And I want to point out Leland Engel and Bob Swope, who are both here from Penn State, the Penn State Mechanical Engineering Society, and we're very proud to have them here with us celebrating today. Last but not least, I want to thank my boss, Dean El-Nashai, because he supported this project. I think when he came in, he said, "What are you doing?" Yes. But I think he really understands community and helping build community, and so was supportive of this project. And so I'm very thankful for his support as well. And with that, I'd like to turn over the podium to Dean El-Nashai to say a few words.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't think I deserve any credit on this. The credit is due to those who were thanked just a minute ago. But of course, the driving force is Karen Tolley. And when she talks with sponsors, they really don't have a chance. That's how it happened, with her passion and drive, and of course being surrounded by a great team. I hope something of a model that perhaps other departments and the college can look at and try to emulate. Having collaborative space is essential for today's world. The companies that employ our students have changed the requirements over the years in a very significant way. They expect our engineers or our graduates to get into the company, be sort of project ready. They are able to connect with people, they are able to run international projects, they are able to connect with engineers from other disciplines, not just their own, and non-engineers and economists and social scientists and policymakers and so on. Building this culture in terms of people getting accustomed to work within teams. We cannot underestimate the value of human communications, and not providing the space for human communications is really undermining of some degree of innovation that appears only in groups. And the more diverse the group is, the more creative it is. This is actually a fact that can be sort of mathematically proven, that a diverse group is more creative than a non-diverse one. Providing these facilities is essential for us. This is perhaps the first. We are hopeful that very close to this building there could be our student collaboratory, who the project that we have been working on, all of us, all the heads and myself, and working with the provost and others to make a reality. I think we are sort of close to getting closure, positive closure on the collaboratory, and to be hopefully learning from what you are doing here as a department. Two programs and a department will learn from the experience, and perhaps we can design along the lines of the basic e-knowledge commons, plus whatever we learn as we operate the facility. Our support, or my support personally, with Karen for mechanical engineering from the very beginning is significant. Mechanical engineering at Penn State is extremely well recognized and getting stronger and stronger. You have arguably one of the top department heads in the country. I really feel this way, and those who have been working with me know that I'm not very generous with praise, and when I say something, I really mean it. So when I say she is one of the top mechanical engineering department heads in the country, I mean it, and I know the business very well. The nuclear engineering program we have really strengthened. Art is a very passionate individual from the academic side. Kenan is a very passionate individual from the nuclear reactor side, and we have perhaps started to manage to fulfill their ambitions. Capping it with a very student-centric activity of very high value. I looked at the drawings, my God, they are fantastic. I wish I could go back to being a student. I don't know whether I would go to mechanical engineering or stick with my structures, but you know, I look at the two buildings and I'll probably end up here. But anyway, so I leave you with this note, and thanks very much for everybody, and have a good weekend. Thanks very much.
Okay, so we have one more special guest that we did not want to bring in when Amr and I were talking, because we were afraid nobody would pay attention to us. So I'd like to welcome our very special guest today. So our very special guest. See, no one is going to pay attention now. All right. So our very special guest is going to assist us today because we're first going to be safe. As a structures engineer, we all know. No, you have a hat. You have safety glasses. All right. And our special guest, the Nittany Line, is going to mark the spot that we actually hit. And what's going to happen is Amr's going to do the first hit, and as always, the dean hits first, and then the department heads clean up afterwards. So Amr's going to do his first hit, and Arthur, I would stay away. Okay, so he's going to mark the spot, and then you can hit the.
So he's going to mark.
I'll sit here.
I would think that all these people should clear and these and maybe you take one.
Maybe you actually do want to go, just for safety, because you're not, I think maybe in the hallway, would be just good.
Just
We're good. We're safe.
You're safe? This, feel this.
imagine if it doesn't even dent it or something. Really bad.